Well, I've got my Maytag, and I noticed that water was spraying against the outside window, and I'm like, what's going on? Well, it turns out that what's going on is this thing is broken, and it had just a little tiny hole just a few minutes ago, but it's obviously deteriorated even worse. That's not good. So now I need to figure out how to replace this. I'm going to take the top off, these 3 screws here, and start with that. So give me a minute, I'll get this top off and we'll look inside. All right, so it was easy. As soon as I took those 3 off, it just pulled right back. Let's see what we look at. I should mention, definitely unplug the system, because once you get in here, there's some electronics and stuff, and you don't want to get yourself shocked. So be sure to unplug the system. The outside clip was easy enough to take off. The inside clip is in a different position. So I'm using just slip joint pliers to get them off. And unfortunately, it's like buried up in there. All right, so I was able to bend it in a way that I was able to get it through, partly because part of this is just gone. All right, so now I can get this this piece off, and I can try to source something similar. And let me go ahead and get this off. Fortunately, I can't. I don't have I need a helper. If anybody would volunteer to be my helper for these videos, I would really appreciate it. And this is what it looks like. Unfortunately, I do not have any part numbers on this. If I just find a male to male that can go straight through to the outside, that'd be okay. A 90-degree male would be fine too. It just won't have this fancy little dingo on it. So let me see if I can find, I'm not sure what this is going to be called, like an exhaust. Well, this is what we got. We got a hose, right, that had this hose bib coming in, whatever. And you have this hose here, right? It goes outside of the connector. Outside of the hole. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Outside of the hole, right? It's supposed to be on the inside of the hole, but it's, you know, the way I'm going to fashion it is on the outside of the hole. That's this part. And then this part is the down shaft. So this whole assembly now is going to be on the outside instead of on the inside and the outside. And this thing is $40. It's $40. That's a lot of money for a little piece of plastic. So it turns out that a 1/2-inch PVC coupling, next I'll wrap some Teflon tape to a great extent around what's going to wind up being the male connectors on this end. Remember, they're going to go wind up inside this connector and the hose. So these rough areas are going to actually wind up being the male side. So Teflon tape attached. Let's see what we can do. And it's in. You got it attached to both sides. So it's a little wiggly. Not so crazy about that. So I'm gonna try to figure out if I can do anything to better protect this from damage. But it looks pretty good right now. So there you have it. At 47 cents rather than $40. I'll actually see if I can get this piece. If I can get it for $10, I'll probably just go ahead and replace it. But $40 seems like a little too high. Hope this helps somebody. And what I'm trying to show here is that you can sometimes be creative if you. Oh, and one more thing. There's a little clip in here that holds the hose to the side, so the hose doesn't get damaged with the rocking of the tub. So be sure to clip that. Be sure to clip everything back in the way it's supposed to be clipped out of the way before you reassemble it. A couple of things. So we fixed this, right? We fixed it with a 47-cent or 42-cent piece rather than a $40 piece. But the big reason is it's Friday and I have laundry to do, and before Monday. And the part that I was going to order for $40 wasn't going to be here until Wednesday. So what are my options? Wait till Wednesday and not do my laundry, or use 47 cents and get this thing repaired for the weekend. I chose option number 2, get this thing repaired for the weekend. I hope this will help somebody with a problem that might not be a washer, it might be something else. But be clever in the way that you repair things. You don't always have to have something that's made specifically for a device. Sometimes you can figure out how to